What's going on, guys? John here. We're back with another episode of the Alaska State Dynasty. And in this episode, we're trying to rebound after losing to, spoiler alert, Oregon. Um, it was a very interesting game, I'll say. Very close. And it really came down to the very last drives. We lost by 7. We were leading at halftime, and then, I threw a costly pick that led to a touchdown. And there were a couple other rough moments, but we really could have won this game. We could not pass. Jackie Wolf had a horrible completion percentage, 38%. So, trying to rebound from that by playing New Mexico this week. Now, New Mexico did beat us last year. I think it was a pretty embarrassing one. I think Wolf threw like 4 picks. But we are a 7 overall higher compared to them. So I guess there's only one way to find out if we can beat them, and that's by playing them. So here we go. The Lobos versus the Bears. And we are underway. New Mexico's offense takes the field, and they've got a star running back. So we'll see what that does as they start right up the middle, and it goes nowhere. Charles Gore with the tackle after 2 yards. And, yeah, I really want to win this game, especially after the heartbreaker to, as that's a huge hit by Volmar. The heartbreaker to Oregon. We really could have won that game. I won't say should have, because we definitely did not deserve it. But there were 15 punts in the game between the two teams. There was definitely opportunity, even though we didn't end up pulling it off. There was a chance, and that's all I need. As we're gonna force a punt on the first drive. Ferris with the return, and Ferris is gonna get to the outside. Nice spin. One thing to watch for will be the health of Jackie Wolf. Obviously, last game he took a lot of hits, so he was basically dead by the end of the game. So just trying to pay attention to whether or not he can actually play the entire time. If we need to, we do have LaMarcus Brewer that we can pull off the bench. But, until we notice something wrong with him, we're going to keep trying to use him. Solid first 2 runs for Josh Harbor, though. Set up a 1st and 10. And we're going to fire cross field to Jordan Houston. And Jordan Houston has the first down. A big play of 31 yards from Wolf to Houston. And that sets up a 1st and goal from inside the 5. We're going to go jet sweep to Jordan Houston. See what Houston's got. And he will not go anywhere. So we got read option with Josh Harbor and Jackie Wolf. We're just going to hand it off Harbor, and he will gain about 1, and that sets up a 3rd and goal. So we need a touchdown here. Got Bryson Jones on the outside, Khalil Lewis on the opposite side. My game is freezing so bad I can't see anything. I hope that shows, because that was ridiculous. We're going for this on 4th down. I'm not happy about that whole lag spike. 4th and goal. And Jackie Wolf's going to get sacked. So, lag spike means we get completely screwed out of a drive. And now they get the ball back. Hopefully that's not going to be the story of the game. As there's a tackle by Roderick and Gore. My internet does suck, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's just an internet problem. But this game also sucks, so it could be a game problem. 2nd and 9. Sending a blitz, and Charles Gore is going to get back to the quarterback. Big sack there, forcing a 3rd and long. And that once again puts us in great position to stop them. We've seen a lot of punts recently. So they go screen pass. trying to get out there, and it's Charles Gore yet again making the tackle after a 9-yard gain, and they're going to punt. All right, 2nd and 10 after an incompletion on first down. I don't like how it keeps recommending me the same plays on first down every drive. As we go Jordan Houston, he gets stuck behind his own lineman, and we'll get about 3, and that leads to a 3rd and 7. Do need a first here. What does Wolf got? Here's the snap. Khalil Lewis wide open, and Lewis is going to have the first down. So, New Mexico is 2-0, so trying to knock them off and hurt their conference record along with their actual record would be fantastic. We're just going to fire. We got LJ Young. 4-4 there. But I think the worse we can make the rest of the teams in the conference, the better for us. As it's 2nd and 6, I'm going to put Jermaine Houston on the outside, apparently. Nope, I brought him back. All right. As Josh Harbor breaks free, and Josh Harbor has a touchdown and tries to dunk the ball that he already dropped. And that is a touchdown, Bears, and we're going to take a 7-0 lead early on. It was great blocking. Harbor just ran right up the middle and scored. As it's 1st and 10 now. We'll try to continue to stifle this offense, as that's going to go very well, as Reggie Horner will tackle the tight end for a loss of 2 on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They haven't really ran the ball. I say that, and they're probably going to run the ball here. No play action. Going out to the running back, though, out of the backfield, and Emmanuel Volmer tackles him after a short gain of 5, and that leads to a 3rd and 7. Another big down here. We're going to send 3. I'm going to basically be the QB spy with Charles Gore. Firing deep, overthrown, and they're going to have to punt. 1st and 10, I'm once again running this play I really don't like, because it just does not end up working out for me. Firing. Got Khalil Lewis, though, so I guess that worked out for me. And that'll take us to the end of the quarter. We are up 7-0, and we are inside the 40. 1st and 10. I'm going to put Houston on a corner out here. As Jackie Wolf's just going to take it himself. He's got open field, and a big gain for Jackie. Sets up a new set of downs, 1st and 10. As we're going an all-go play. As we're firing end zone, and it's a touchdown! Jordan Houston! A beautiful throw from Jackie Wolf right into Houston's breadbasket, and that's going to be an early score in the 2nd quarter to take a 14-0 lead. There's a beautiful lob right over his defender into his hands, and that is a touchdown for Jordan Houston. 1st and 10 for the Lobos, as they've got a big deficit to catch up with. And that's a huge catch. Wishburn has just been so bad. I mean, I switch onto him, I go to react on the ball, and he just does not move. That's just not acceptable. As it's 1st and 10 now from the 50. Their first real drive, and now Larry Reyna's left in the dust by their running back. Need to get some pressure here. Been sending blitzes almost every time because it really works. Getting that pressure on the quarterback. As man in motion. Looks like a dive play, and they will dive it and get 2, so it'll make it 3rd and 2. That's good to know, as I'm going to actually go press. That's not good. Huge hit from Spriggs there as they get inside the 20 down to the 18. As no Emmanuel Volmer at the moment, we've got Purvis in at middle linebacker, or Mike linebacker, if that's what you want to call it. As here is another run. Now all of a sudden School is getting a bunch of yardage. I don't know where Volmer is, because now we've got Carl Morrison. He's from the 4, and that's going to be a touchdown. The backup running back comes in, vultures a touchdown away. It's John Kelly in for the end for 6. 1st and 10 for our offense, as we're starting with another deep crossers kind of play. And nobody's really open to my liking, so I'm just going to run it myself with Jackie. And Jackie Wolf will get 9.5, setting up a second and inches in which we'll just hand it off to Josh Harbor. And Josh Harbor is going to have some open space, and a big gain for Josh Harbor, the sort of gadget player that we recruited. He's a junior now in his third year here. As it is 1st and 10. What does Jackie Wolf have? We can maybe show off his arm here. No, we cannot. We can show off his legs, though, as Wolf fires and finds Jordan Houston for a 6-yard gain. Wolf has some speed, so when I saw that defensive back, I thought maybe I could make a move on him, and indeed I could, as it's now 2nd and 4. As we're just going to fire it out. Jermaine Houston, the big man, is going to dive forward. He's got a first down. 1 catch for 6 yards. That's pretty impressive. As it's now 1st and 10 again. Got Jermaine Houston a second time, another 6 yards. He's now got 12. As look at Jermaine getting some motion. As now it's 2nd and 4. We've got, I believe this is George Ojabo in, who had a tremendous debut for the team where he had 2 rushing touchdowns. Not a 50-yard rushing touchdown there. It's now Josh Harbor's back in, but nonetheless still a pretty good run. So we're going to hand it off Josh Harbor now. He will get in for 3 yards. 2nd and 17 for this offense. And Jackie Wolf is caught from behind. It's going to get sacked. Less than ideal there. And now we're in a bit of a predicament where it's a 2-minute warning. We've got a 3rd and long upcoming. I mean, there's no real play that can go all the way down there. So I think it's just going to be trying to find someone, and Bryson Jones has the grab. 2nd and 10. Firing Jordan Houston, and Houston's got another catch. He's having a tremendous game. 70 yards in the first half already. Here in a really, really rainy Alaska field. As I think Khalil Lewis is going to be a touchdown here, as Wolf will take the snap. Scrambles right. As a man chasing, and nothing there. The offensive line has just been putrid. As it's now 2nd and goal after a big sack of Jackie Wolf. But he fires there. He's got Jordan Houston. It don't matter. Jordan Houston into the end zone for the 2nd time today. And no big surprise, Jordan Houston is an electric receiver. He just is the number 3 receiver on this team. So out of the slot, he actually has a lot of touches. And this time it's for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half for Jordan Houston. As it's 2nd and 13, we're going to try a run play here. And Josh Harbor's got blocks. Josh Harbor down the sideline. He's got one man to beat. And he cannot, but a huge field flipper for Josh Harbor. He's got 141 yards. So we're going to try this. I mean, this isn't even a first down worthy play either. But firing, we got LJ Young. He'll gain 4, and that sets us up enough that we can get a first down on this play. I do like the call to go for it. I think I'm actually going to do that. Firing Jordan Houston. He's got another first down, over 100 yards on the day for Houston. As we're going back to Josh Harbor on the ground. He will gain about 3, and that'll set up a 3rd and manageable, I guess. I'm going to flip the play, get a little bit of a different look. We have Bland, the running back, in at receiver, as it's 3rd and 7. Firing LJ Young, and LJ is into the end zone for a touchdown. I mean, it was just a beautiful route right up the middle, and Young was open, burned his linebacker covering him, and reached the end zone. 1st and 10 now for the Lobos, as we'll see what they've got. And they're going to try a handoff in Emmanuel Volmer. I mean, he's just so good. He didn't even play for half of this game, and he's still making big plays. As it's now 2nd and 14, you got to expect a run play of some sort here, and they do. It's going to be a roughing the passer, though, so they're going to gain a lot of yardage. That's Havner. No, this is Greenwood. No, not Greenwood. Who's 97? Who's 97? It's got to be a new guy. Oh, no, Antonio Carter. He's been on the team since year 1. How do I not remember that dude? Antonio Carter gets the roughing call as it's now 1st and 10. A blitz for Vollmer, and the QB spied really hard, and he got the sack. That was cringe. I'm not bad, guys. As it's now 2nd and long yet again. Let's not get a roughing the passer this time. I'm stuck on a block. Doesn't matter. Gerald Hope with a sack. Our 3rd sack of the game, as it's now 3rd and 23. A huge play coming here. As what does this offense have? Nothing. He slides down after 7. They're going to punt. 2nd and 10 after a nowhere pass. And there's Jordan Houston. Jordan Houston's having a tremendous game. I routed him up the field, and he found his spot. Jordan Houston, 136 yards. A tremendous day for the slot and number 3 wide receiver. As now looking for a man open. There's nothing. Just going to fire it across the field. And Jordan Houston again. 167 yards. Jordan Houston. There goes that man. He's on fire. As now we're going a run with Josh Harbor. And the edge is set. And Josh Harbor is into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And, I mean, just what a performance from this offense after being stifled by Oregon. Which, to be fair, it's Oregon. Just showing out 35 points already. This almost feels like vindication after the embarrassing defeat we had to this team last year, where we were better than them and we still managed to just absolutely stink it up. But as that's a wide open play, I feel like this just makes me feel a lot better. I mean, they have 84 passing yards. That is embarrassing. As we're sending a completely insane blitz. As I got routed up by a tight end. There's a 1st down. They're starting to drive again. That's not good. But it is 1st and 10, 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. I mean, this has just been an amazing performance. As that's going to be another sack. George Okori, the one to get there this time. They're only going to give him a half sack, which means I think they're going to also give a half sack to, I think it was Gerald Hope. As Christian Spriggs and whoever Purvis is. Purvis has been in the game. That's a huge hit by Purvis. As that's the end of the quarter, we're heading to the 4th, up by 28. Yay. 1st and 10, the backups seem to be in. And apparently our backups are not in because, oh my goodness, Marcus Moon is so slow. That is a touchdown on the first throw by Dylan Kiki, who was their quarterback last year, I think. It's 3rd down for the first drive of the backups, and obviously they're not performing because it's 3rd and 13. And we're going to have to punt. 1st and 10, empty backfield. And Floyd Sturgis is completely cooked. He's behind the ball. I don't know what he's doing. But that's the defensive backs I know for this team. As if they get this, it's actually a 2-score game. So, I mean, it wouldn't be that crazy for them to go for an onside kick if they score here. Because, I mean, there's time. The funny thing is they put in their backups. Are they going to re-put in their starters? I don't know. As Purvis, another tackle for loss. Forrest Purvis is a safety. That's why I was confused about who he was, because I didn't know he was a linebacker. He's not. He's a safety. So, 3rd and 15, though. Knocked away by Malik Moon. And they're going to go for it, obviously, because it's 4th down. As Volmer is back on the field, he saw that they were potentially coming back, and he decided, I'm not letting this happen. And Malik Moon is lost. Touchdown. All right, after that embarrassment of a first drive, the starters are back in because the backups were that terrible. And obviously now that it's a 2-score game, there's actually a reason to keep them in, rather than if it was a 4-score game or 3-score game. That made a little bit of sense. There's a flag. It's going to be holding again. Dude, Yeboah has held like 3 times already in the last 2 games. This is cheeks. So it's 2nd and 18. We try handing it off to Harbor. He gets 2 as now Patrick O'Keefe, one of our linemen, is injured. And now we've got a big play here. 3rd and 16. There's a flag. I mean, I was completely stuck because Harbor wasn't going anywhere, so I was running around the back of the end zone. We got a roughing the passer, so it doesn't matter. But, I mean, just brain dead plays from me right now. I mean, Jackie Wolf doesn't have infinite stamina, so I can't just circus run all over play after play. As it's 1st and 10 after the lucky play, as that's picked. I mean, there was nobody open. Well, who am I supposed to throw to? And Jackie Wolf's interceptions continue to be something that he always does. Because why not? Gotta throw 15 picks a year, at least. And that's picked right back. Purvis lurks the screen, gets the ball back, and we have the ball back. Yep, we do have the ball back. As it's 1st and 10, immediately making up for the interception. And now Jackie Wolf just scrambling away. Can he get some yardage? He will. I mean, there's just nobody open right away, and I'm getting blitzed. So I'm getting pressured immediately. So there's only so much I can do. As it's 2nd and 3, the offensive line doesn't block there. There's a completely unblocked man. I mean, they're putting up a fight right now. I'm not going to say it's over. Because, I mean, I have thrown a pick. So what's saying I won't throw another one? Or just get sacked. So that's fun. They have still yet to put their starters back in. Because, honestly, their backups have been better. Their backup quarterback has 2 passing touchdowns, and their backup running back has a rushing touchdown. So I don't see why you would put your starters back in. Because apparently our worst nightmare is a backup quarterback. And that's horrible defense. We're about to choke this game to the backups. Because all of a sudden, as soon as they throw their backups in, they've got all the superstar athletes. What is wrong with their depth chart? As that's a great tackle by Spriggs. And now they're running hurry up. They've got the wide formation where they've just got guys all the way on opposite sides of the field. Their running back is super tired, so if we get a hit on him, he could fumble. But he's going to get sacked. Gerald Hope back into the game, obviously, and he pulls out a sack. So we're going Tampa 2. And he's going down again. I don't even know who that was, but now it's... I mean, we cannot give up a first down here. And I'm running... I was stuck in the wrong play. I was stuck in the blitz, and I tried to switch it, and it was too late, and I was stuck in man coverage. As apparently we just love to make these games close. As there was the two onside kicks recovered by FCS Northwest. Then there was us actually playing a close game versus Oregon, which nobody expected. And now we've got this game, which I don't even know what's happening this game. As that's a beautiful spin by Josh Harbor to get that first. I mean, spinning off a tackle, that was insanely clutch. As here we are getting a bunch of crappy play calls again. Khalil Lewis has really done nothing. I mean, the pick I threw was targeting Khalil, but I can't really blame him for that, as Jordan Houston's been the only guy that can really catch the ball, as they've got a phantom injury to stop the clock. Shocker. As Josh Harbor gets the handoff, and I mean, that's basically icing the game. Harbor's got probably 175 on the ground, 180. So he's just been tremendous. As now we've got a really weird play call coming. Firing, we got Nick Hepburn, and the fullback Nick Hepburn makes the grab, and that basically will do it, taking us to the 2-minute warning. Timeout, I guess. And you know what? No, I want to score. We're calling timeout. I want to score one more time just to prove that I am not a fraud. We're going to try this jet sweep again to Jordan Houston. My guess is it will not work because LJ Young won't block that tight end. Or anybody, for that matter. So Houston goes backwards. I mean, we're still chewing the clock, right? It's just not as fast. As we're going to put Houston in motion again the other way. And he goes backwards again because, once again, LJ Young doesn't block. I think I really have noticed that jet sweeps are like completely busted. Tight end just does not block anybody. Firing, that's a touchdown, but we've got it's Morris Yeboah. Morris Yeboah sucks so bad. We're in a 3rd and 20 now after another touchdown gets called back because of a horrible hold on one of our offensive linemen. As now we've got just we need a prayer. And instead we get a sack. Like, I'm taking a chance at a field goal at this point. 51 yards. Surely he's got the leg. I'm going to run the clock down and come back to you, though. Kick has got full power. It's up, and he drills it. We're going to take a 10-point lead. That basically ices the game. Big hit. I don't know why he ran it. That's the game. We made it close, but in the end, we do prevail. I'm going to guess Josh. I accidentally skipped the player of the game, but it was probably Josh Harbor. Jackie Wolf, 269, 3 touchdowns. Brewer sucks. I mean, he threw back-to-back incompletions. The offense is not good when he's behind the center, which obviously is the backups, but still. Rushing, I mean, it was a tremendous game from Josh Harbor. 181 and 2 touchdowns. I mean, Jackie Wolf went backwards. That sucks. 165 and 2 touchdowns for Jordan Houston. So he'd be the only other option I'd see as player of the game. Because, I mean, both of them had insane stat lines. And then, like, nobody else did anything. Jones had 1 catch. Lewis had 2 catches. I mean, yeah. Defensively, Winbush and Moon led in tackles. 2 TFLs for Hope, Purvis, and Volmer. 2 sacks for Hope, 1 for Holly, Volmer, Gore, half for Carter and Corey. The INT for Purvis, that really was random. Malik Moon and Volmer had pass deflections. And that was it. All right, so we do end up getting the win. Made it really close. Need to just blow a team out. As Nathan Blunt still has us at number 2. Cribbs has us as number 1. I hate that it skips that every single time. As it's Jordan Houston getting Offensive Player of the Week. So that's really fire. All right, so this team is interesting. I don't know. Next week we play Washington State, who we are better than, but you know we like to play down to teams. So reminds me a lot of I'm trying to remember the year 2022 Kansas City Chiefs that would beat some of the best teams, and then they played the I have in 2023 Chiefs, right, where they almost lost to the 2-14-1 is what the record ended up being. Texans with Davis Mills, they went to overtime that Jared McKinnon had the rushing touchdown to win for. For visits, I definitely want to get a visit into Nathan Blunt because he's a very good player. And we have 10 more points, which I don't think I can use on anybody at the moment. So I'm just going to throw an extra 5 points on this dude. And I think the punter probably is the best option. Unless there's someone else I'm not at the top. I guess I can't throw 5 points on the other dude. But that's just going to be all my recruiting. So I don't even have to show it in the next episode, hopefully, if I don't forget. I guess I could throw 5 extra points on this gem receiver. That'd be cool. But yeah, so I mean, we're starting to advance on some of these guys in recruiting. I mean, none of the guys I can really do confidently like hard sell or anything because we don't have a lot of good uh, attributes for our school. But besides that, I've got nothing else. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a like and subscribe. And I, John Odago, will catch you guys next time for Washington State. Peace out, everybody.